yours. Sometimes people get so caught up in what they see on people's highlight reels. Yes, you're looking at what people want you to see, want you to feel. And you know, the biggest hustle right now? Selling you a lifestyle, selling you a dream that you can never
That ain't
have.
no lie. I wish I could
So
just sell y'all a lifestyle
in
and a dream instead of the truth.
You develop with these people you follow online, and you're not seeing the emotional lows, you're not seeing the confusion, you're not seeing the doubt. All. You're seeing what people want you to see. And honestly, when people build a lifestyle online of always being happy, they have the perfect life, it's really hard to show people something different, that maybe you're not happy, maybe the relationship is not perfect. Maybe online, I look like I'm thriving, I have on these fashion, I'm being invited to these events, I'm traveling, but is it authentic? For people like Janae, I wonder, was she really happy in love? Were there lows in their relationship? Because now that relationship is part of your identity. People are so quick to hard launch, soft launch a relationship because of why? Those things get clicks. Once again, selling you a lifestyle, selling you a dream, because my life shows you something you don't have, something you need. And I'm not saying that's what Janae was doing, but in general, when you look at relationships online, is it real? And I wonder, was Ashley Janae really happy? What was going on deep down inside of her? What was going on in that relationship? Was she being love bombed? Because that's what everyone's talking about right now in this case, is love bombing. Love bombing looks like intense affection quickly, over the top attention and promises, making someone feel like you're everything I need. And outside of that, it looks like a fairy tale. But here's the shift. Love bombing isn't about connection. It's about control through emotional intensity. And I think that you guys have been in relationships or seen your friends become love bomb, but maybe they're so infatuated, they're so in, you know, my man, that they don't realize the person is overwhelming them from the beginning to set that bond, to set that trap.
Hey, I don't know how much she know about relationships.
To get you pulled in so that when you are already attacked.
I don't know how much she know about relationships, bro. But I don't think this is no deep relationship situation. Of course, more stuff gonna come out, right? At some point, we're gonna have more stuff coming out about this whole situation, right? But I don't think this was no crazy love. I don't think this was no insane, they was in love. No deep thing about, they could have been in love, right? Let me not say that, right? But I don't think it was like, you get into a relationship and you got this dark partner that you're not aware of, and let's put this dark beat behind it, and you just don't know because they smothering you and this and this and this and this. No! We got to see a whole track record of that. She the first. This could have been heat of the moment. Everybody that taking life is not a serial killer. Some things happen in the heat of the moment. You get angry. You make a mistake. Sometimes it's really that simple. Sometimes it's not that complicated. And there's no need to make it complicated. Okay, the next joint is just so she's not even addressing some of the other stuff, I think.
Here anymore. Could it have been that? But here's the truth as a therapist. You can't diagnose someone from social media. We can't assume based off the photos, the vacation, the fashion,
can't
the
assume
lifestyle,
none of
that you completely know a person and know what they're going through behind the scenes. You cannot confirm internal struggles by curated social media photos and a feed. Someone can look happy, successful, in love, and still be struggling internally. But the opposite can also be true. Not every tragedy is rooted in unaliving people. So instead of speculating, we need to ask better questions. Why do we need to explain someone's pain so quickly? Sometimes that sense of urgency is also making ourselves feel safer because it's too uncomfortable to sit with the idea. It makes us feel more comfortable to come up with the answers rather than sit with the uncomfortableness of not having everything, the unknown.
That's a fact.
I can't sit with that. Now let's talk about the family because they are seeking justice.
And it's not just about that too, right? Like, the way I would explain it is like this. Like, we live in this social media era, right? We living in this era where we aware of all these stories. We like it ain't much that's gonna happen that we ain't gonna be aware of. And everybody got a phone and a camera to react. Me, right? Like me, you know what I'm saying? I'm better than most, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm top of the line, top quality, you know, but, you know, at the end of the day, you could, you know, hey, man, you know, I'm me, you, and it is what it is, gang. You know, what it said, discussing the complexities of social media relationships. Share your thoughts. Hey, TikTok, y'all listening to me? I said y'all gonna be on, man. No, man. But anyway, right? Oh, y'all know I'm getting my roll up on though. Cuz ain't gonna pull up, man. I was thinking about streaming the game, man, but I don't know, gang. I don't know, man. I don't know. Cuz said, do I want to run one? I'm like, I'll run one, man. Who knows, man? We get that, hey, man. Another stream. It'll be on Twitch, though. We might not run it on TikTok, though, for sure, but hey. We'll be on Twitch, though, for sure. Sure think we'll be on Twitch, though. But I think it's a lot more information coming out with this story, right? And I want to find the actual joint where, because I think who shared that? Was that Flacco? Let me see, man. Because it's kind of like, you know, maybe starting to, Oh, okay, let's see.
This Ashley Janae story is one of the craziest stories I've seen on the internet in a very long time, and it got the entire internet divided. Ashley Janae is an influencer who has voted. These are just people.
Okay, I want to find some of these tweets.
Or if they knew something that Ashley and the rest of us didn't know. About 18 weeks ago, one user commented under a picture of her and Joe.
So this people commented just on their stuff.
Get out. 19 weeks ago, another user commented under a picture of her and Joe, and they wrote, "What a dummy. He will kill you." One the slave owner. Now, this person don't really seem like they had any type of foresight or they knew any information about Joe. It just seems like hate, you know, which obviously we detest and disavow completely. But people had a bad vibe about this dude, and people were expressing it to her, but it didn't really seem like she was too concerned. About a week and a half ago, Ashley and Joe went to this beautiful island in Africa called Zanzibar. They went there for vacation, but Joe had other plans for Ashley. Joe had plans on proposing to Ashley in Zanzibar, and when they got there, Joe proposed, and we've seen everything play out on social media.
Oh, what a beautiful thing there. Check it out. Look. This is amazing, bro. This is crazy. Bro, shout out to this dude. This dude, man. If he ain't getting no Chickaroni Tonys, if she ain't let that man pop, if she ain't let that man pop, lock it, drop it, man, listen.
The engagement was also a birthday surprise for her as well, because she turned 31 years old in Zanzibar, and she posted her birthday pictures on April 5th, right? Again, it looks like she was very happy to be in Zanzibar. She was very happy to be turning 31.
Very
happy. The caption for the
happy.
post says, "Chapter 31, and I'm exactly where I need to be." She's feeding giraffes on her birthday. It looks like life couldn't get any much better for Ashley.
Which is why
the
her
internet
life
is
good.
absolutely
Her life was good.
That after Ashley got engaged, after Ashley was feeding giraffes, after Ashley was talking about how life couldn't get any much better for her at this point, and that she's just turned 31 and she's exactly where she wants to be, after Ashley expressed how grateful she was for life, the internet was stunned to find out that Ashley was found dead shortly afterwards. And even more shocked that Joe was saying that Ashley self-deleted herself, that Ashley did it to herself and took her own. Ashley knows she would never do this.
Okay, so you get to the family posts and stuff that homegirl was?
Officials did confirm that Ashley was found unresponsive in her hotel room by Joe. So Joe found her unresponsive, and Joe was claiming that she did this to herself. But if Joe and Ashley is on vacation, then why was Joe gone long enough to where Ashley would be able to do this? To me, that doesn't make sense, all right? And if this person was in the mind state where they were going to do this, I feel like there would have been clear-cut signs. But her family is saying this is not even possible, right? And I'll be real, social media right now isn't buying this story either.
Okay, so at this point, let's just go ahead and lock up Joe and everybody else that believes.
So you hear, look.
Because you cannot
At this point, let's just go ahead and lock up it. Yo, if you out here believing anybody on social media that's not me, you lost your mind. If you out here believe anybody that's not the Boo and Nine gang, you lost your mind. Yo, we already fractured enough. Let's not start, because I'm telling you, man, I believe it, bro. A lot of people that's going to condemn him is only going to condemn him because he white. There, I said it. A lot of people that's going to condemn him is only going to condemn him because he a white man. I said it. You know it's true. I know. Yo, bro, shit like that don't make no sense to me, bro. Things like that don't make no sense to me, bro. Man, y'all crazy as hell out here, yo.
A second, get me to believe that this woman hung herself. If you have not seen the news yet, this lady here is Ashley Janae. She's 31. She's an influencer. She has a very large following on Instagram. I'm not sure if she has a TikTok page. If she does, please tag it in the comments. This woman was in Tanzania for her 31st birthday. While they were there, he proposed to her. Somewhere along the lines of that proposal and the rest of that day, they got into an argument, according to him. They slept in separate rooms. That's where it starts to not click for me. They got into an argument after the proposal. Now, he's claiming that he went into her room and found her unresponsive. The family's claiming that he waited 2 days before he even called the authorities or the family to let them know what was going on. So he wants everybody to believe that he just walked in there and found her unconscious. He's claiming that she hung herself. She's in a foreign country on her birthday. She just got proposed to. According to the family, she is full of life. She's very positive and everything.
She was full of life.
Along the lines of this entire vacation, she hung herself. This is what he wants people to believe. I'm not buying it. Lock him up and everybody else.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm accustomed to this whole social media thing now. So I kind of understand people going to say what they going to say. People going to say what they going to say. They going to talk how they going to talk. And they going to do what they going to do. Your live is not eligible for recommendation. Why? Because go your feed, whatever, boom, 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 whatever. I must have had said something. But for 10 minutes, they said, gang. I don't know what I said. I kind of want to know what that restriction is for. Let's read the restriction that I just got on Twitch. I mean, on what's it called? Live visibility restricted for 10 minutes. Your live not eligible recommendations and restricted in search results for the next 10 minutes because your live does not comply with for your feed standards, community issues, boom, boom, boom. I wonder what I did. I'm claiming all my rewards, though. I'll claim all. Whatever that is. But, however, let's get back to it.
That believes his story.
It's unclear if him waiting 2 days is confirmed.
Look,
but what is confirmed is, yes, they don't...
I want to get to some of the things they said that she was saying.
Statement that marked the hours later. At this time, there is an active investigation into you trust and actually her death ain't our issue. It ain't our business. We is minding our business.
All right, let's hear what he said from here.
Based off what we found belonging to Ashley, her death ain't our issue. It ain't our business. We is minding our business and staying out of it. I don't want to go as far as saying they're celebrating her death because...
Okay, so it says every day, black men wake up and find new ways to embarrass us. So this was a thing that she said on TikTok. She said that on TikTok. Pardon me, I'm too much. She said that on X. who actually kicked me off for no reason. Shout out to X. But that's what she said. My question is, how come whenever people get into interracial relationships, they gotta bash their race? Why is that a thing? Why is it that people in interracial relationships find it necessary to bash their own race? Haven't we been separated enough? Simple question. Haven't we been separated enough? Just love. Why people can't just enjoy your life, enjoy your moments, enjoy your love? You ain't gotta bash others. You ain't gotta bash others, gang.
Of these posts, but they're not really too sad or showing any type of remorse or sympathy for her because of these posts.
Hey.
So one post actually wrote, "Every day black men wake up and find new ways to embarrass us." In another post, Ashley says that that she's been wanting mixed kids since the 3rd grade. Ooh. She would write, "I've been saying since the 3rd grade my children will be mixed. Laugh my A off." In another post, and this appears to be an Instagram comment, Ashley would write, "Oh, brother, I see 305 in your bio. Let's talk about all the Miami men, not the white ones, though." Again, she says, let's talk about...
She posting what she posting. So y'all see how she on it. She was a separator herself. She brought about massive negativity, gang. She was on that other stuff. Or I'm bugging. None of this means that, if anything unsavory, if she didn't do anything to herself, none of these comments mean that she deserved what she deserved. So why you bring it up, boo? This is actually not the first time we've brought this kind of topic up. Often people will pass and people will say things about them, right? And then people will say, "Oh, no, don't say that, because this person passed away." And then I'll say, "Hey, but ain't this the perfect opportunity? Ain't this the perfect opportunity to teach people a lesson? Those of us that are still here on earth and alive, about the things we do while we here, and the things we say while we here, and how we might need people to rally behind us. We might need some folk to understand our situation. Won't we? So wouldn't it be better to be mindful of the things we say and the things we do ahead of time?